Hey tribe, if you're new to this channel, my name is Esther. I am a mental health practitioner and a certified metaphysical therapist. My main goal is to inspire, to transform, and to empower you. So recently, someone contacted me on social media and told me that they were seeing a man with no face, but with a mouth, following him everywhere. I immediately scheduled a call with this person for a quick assessment. It turned out this person could see the man who was also asking him to do bizarre things, like look for rounded stones and squared pieces of wood and arrange them on his front door. It also turned out other people could not see what this person was saying.
This is Soul Sense Empowerment by Estar. Heal your mind and body, elevate your spirit, empower you.
My training tells me these are hallucinations, which could mean a mental health disorder that needs immediate medical intervention. I asked this person if they'd sought help of any kind, and they told me they'd gone to the church. The person had been anointed with holy water, I think, and holy oils, and the community prayed, but the faceless man was still following him. I asked this person to seek professional mental health help. What if I told you that praying harder isn't the only answer to your mental health challenges? That the anxiety, the shutdown, the depression, the hallucinations, the delusionals, the emotional numbness, these are not curses. It's not the devil. It's most likely trauma manifesting. It's pain that has been held in silence for too long. In the Black community, my community, we've been taught to stay strong, to stay silent, to man up and pray it away or pray harder. But sometimes prayers need accompaniments, just like salt needs pepper. Sometimes healing is needing therapy or journaling or a nervous system reset. So today, we are going to talk about the mental health crisis in our community, and this is just one of many myths keeping us from healing or even seeking help. I've seen it too many times in my work in mental health. For example, mother sees her son pulling away, he's quiet, he's snapping more than usual, he's not eating, he's not sleeping, he's not showering. She tells herself, oh, he's just tired, or it's just a phase. The family says, oh, he needs prayers, or that's the devil messing with him. He'll be fine, but he's not fine. Let me tell you a story. It's fictionalized, but based on real events. There was a 15-year-old boy, let's call him Adam. He was bright, creative, and sensitive, which his father frowned upon because to him, sensitive equals weak. Adam had a deep sadness inside him. Not a sadness he could explain, just a heaviness he carried in his chest. He didn't know how to say, I am scared. He didn't have the words for it. He didn't know how to say, I feel broken. So instead, he got quieter, angrier. He stayed in his room. He skipped meals. He stared at the ceiling for hours. His father told him to man up, to stop acting like a little bitch. His mother told him, Adam, you need to pray more and read your Bible. This is the devil trying to steal your joy. The church laid hands on him, anointed him with oils, but the community labeled him troubled and a restless spirit. They prayed for the demons to leave, but no one ever asked Adam, what happened to you? What are you feeling? What do you need to feel safe? Or how can we support you? So one day, he took his own life, not because he wanted to die, but because he didn't see another way to live. And that pain, that silence, that's not just Adam's story. That's our story. Too many of our people are drowning inside where we tell them to swim harder, to pray longer, act right. But strength without safety is just survival. And survival is not the same as living, is it? Let's talk about what's really going on. Psychologically, Many of us are living with complex trauma, not just one big event, but years of emotional suppression, microaggressions, racial stress, and survival mode. According to the Journal of Black Psychology, many of us live with symptoms of anxiety, depression, PTSD that never got a name, just a nickname or a label or a prayer. What do we do instead? We spiritualize our pain. We say things like, the devil's working overtime. You need more faith. You are too blessed to be stressed. But what does science say? The body keeps the score. Your mind will try to forget, but your body remembers. You say, I'm fine, but your body is screaming for help. Tight shoulders, restless sleeps, clenched jaws, rage. And there's something we don't talk about enough. When you can't name or explain what you're feeling, not because you don't have emotions, but because you were never taught how to speak them. We were told being out of touch with your emotions is a show of strength. You feel something, but there are no words to describe it. So what do we do instead? We shut down, or we rush out, or we check out. And that's not weakness, despite everything. That's just survival. It's how we've been conditioned. But this can be healed. And here is something else they don't tell us. Mental health is spiritual. The mind is a mirror of the soul. The emotions are messengers from the spirit. After all, we are spiritual beings having human experiences. The law of correspondence in metaphysics teaches us, as within, so without. If the spirit is overwhelmed, the body will speak. And praying is a powerful practice, but it's not a substitute for healing. Sometimes healings might look like crying for the first time in 10 years. Sometimes it can be journaling. Sometimes it's just laying on your back, eyes closed, just breathing with your hands on your heart. We can believe in God and go to therapy. We can have holy oils and water and have healthy boundaries. Just to be clear, I'm not saying don't pray. Prayer is powerful. Prayer connects us. Prayer sustains us. What I'm saying is this: healing is holistic. Prayer is a sacred practice, but so is therapy, so is journaling, so is breath work. I'm not asking you to replace your faith. I'm inviting you to expand it, because God is not threatened by your healing. And professional help, that's not a betrayal of your belief. It's a blessing God has sent. The person I told you about in the beginning of this video is very reluctant to seek help because he believes it's the devil playing tricks on him. But I think it's hallucinations, a symptom of serious mental health conditions. However, I commend him for seeking an alternative explanation, and that's a brave step, especially when everyone around you think you have a demonic appendage. So how do we actually begin to heal? Let me give you a few practices that work on the body, the mind, and the spirit. And these are all spiritual practices. Mindfulness and breath work. Try the 4 to 4 to 4 to 4 method. That is, inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, and then hold again for 4 seconds. Do this at least 3 times. It slows your heart rate, it grounds you, and it brings you back to yourself. Number 2, try CBT-based reflection. This is where you notice your thoughts and then ask yourself, is this true? Or is this something I was taught, but it no longer serves me? This will help you interrupt inherited beliefs with intentional ones. Inherited beliefs are the ones you were told or made to believe about yourself or your family or your circumstances. Number 3, emotions naming. Once a day, ask yourself, what am I really feeling right now? No judgment, just notice and give it a name. Number 4, somatic practices. These are what you do with your body. Move, stretch, shake, dance, cry. Trauma lives in the body, so give your body permission to release it. Number 5, spiritual practices integration. Praying is not the only spiritual practice. Meditation and mindfulness are spiritual, and so is journaling. Let your spirit guide your healing, not bypass it. God is not offended by you going to therapy. God sent the therapist. Number 6, seek professional help if you're experiencing severe symptoms like hallucinations, seeing things that are not there, or delusions, believing things that are bizarre. Adam, in our story, didn't need to be fixed. He didn't need to be preyed upon. He needed to be seen. He needed to be heard. We all do. We don't just need prayer. We need presence. We need language to name our emotions. We need space to feel and be felt. And we don't need to choose between God and psychology and therapy. We need all of it to rise to be our highest potential. These are not curses. We are not broken, but we've been called upon to heal. So if this touched something in you, leave a comment or share it with someone who you think has been holding too much for too long. And just know, you are not alone. I'm rooting for you. I'm walking with you. I've been there. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. In gratitude, bye for now.